back, everyone. Well, Treasure Valley coffee lovers have lots of options these days when it comes to choosing a good cup of joe. And while many coffee shops have come and gone over the years, one fan favorite has withstood the test of time. For this week's Made in Idaho, I caught up with the founder of Flying M to find out what keeps this quirky coffee company flying high. Kevin Myers did not grow up around coffee beans. In fact, cattle was what the owner of the Flying M franchise knew long before he jumped into Java.
I grew up on the Flying M ranch.
That ranch in the heart of Washington's Yakima Valley eventually became the namesake of the popular coffee chain Kevin and his wife Lisa founded.
The name came from my dad's cattle brand.
But that's about as far as Kevin carried his ranching background.
I decided to honor my heritage, even though I didn't want to continue in the family business.
Instead, he and Lisa cozied up to the coffee craze back in the 1990s after relocating to Nampa from Seattle, a place that knows a little thing or two about a good cup of joe.
It was just an opportune time to jump into the coffee business.
Even then, though, Kevin admits neither he nor Lisa knew much about running a coffee company.
I have more of an engineering background. Lisa has more of an arts background.
But the couple felt the Treasure Valley coffee scene needed some perking up, so they opened the first Flying M in downtown Boise in the early 90s. And just a year later, business was booming so much they took it a step further and started roasting their own beans. Though with no extra space at the Boise shop, the Myers Nampa home became their roastery.
I kind of played Mr. Mom roasting and watching our girls grow up at the same time.
The couple worked to perfect their roasts by using beans from all over the world.
Everybody has their own kind of identity. And
an Idaho-made roaster that still whips up batches of beans to this day.
We're still using the same roaster, going on 24 years.
Eventually, Flying M's beans and brand became so popular that it was time to branch out again. So in 2006, after months of renovation, the Myers opened up the Coffee Garage in downtown Nampa, a former tire store and pawn shop with room enough for the roasting operation. The collection of quirky gifts the company has become known for.
It's been a great partnership with the local arts community.
And plenty of space for people to sit, sip, and socialize.
We're really all about downtowns and community building, trying to be a meeting spot.
With the third location opening its doors in downtown Caldwell last year, Flying M continues to spread its wings. But Kevin says no matter how big they get, being made in Idaho means the business will never lack for a close-knit, albeit caffeinated sense of community.
Even though Boise and the Treasure Valley are growing so much, it's still very connected.
Such a cool place. And as you heard, they're really about connecting with the communities they live in. They like to promote other businesses around them. So, for example, later this month, the Nampa Coffee Garage is starting up a seasonal farmers market on Thursday evenings in their parking lot to run through the summer. So kind of a counterpart of the Saturday market there in Nampa, and but offering kind of a different take on a farmers market. So great company, and with roots in the Yakima Valley, which is where you and I also have our roots. Yeah, really cool.
And you were saying that the name Flying M comes from cattle.
Yeah, so you heard Kevin grew up on a cattle ranch, and so his dad's name was Virgil Myers. So you think of an M,
right.
And so their brand was an M, and then the
V in the middle.
The inside of the M with the V was for his dad's first name that started with the V. So he carried on the tradition to name his company.
Cool stuff.
Cool, right?